Hello and welcome to some additional words to my last tutorial. I got some questions and was made aware that I forgot the rough stripes on my long drink glass here. And yes, the last render was this. I did a very rough render now. And the next thing is we have here also dark sockets. For me it was okay, but we are here in the shadow and something else. But I got questions how we can avoid these dark sockets here. And the next thing is I want to optimize the render time, because here we render with ambient occlusion, and most of the times or sometimes when we render with GI we don't need the ambient occlusion, or it would be better to do it just for some objects, so I do it in the texture. But here normally we don't need an ambient occlusion, and it makes the render much faster. I will show you later what I mean. So first thing is, let's try to make these sockets brighter. So that's totally no problem. First I deactivate the textures with NQ. Come on, NQ. So, we do it first with the wine glass, so I can hide the other glasses for the moment. And so that we don't have to render everything, the whole scene, make a render region just for this one glass. Okay. Now we go in the render settings, and here in the output, let's go to render region and activate it. And here on the left side of render region we have a small arrow. You don't see it here, you see it very hard. Just open this and copy from IRR. That's it. And now we can deactivate this. And now I render with my old machine, so that's not the fastest one, but yeah, it's fast. It's a second 14 core machine, but it's not my new one. So anyway, and what I want is just render this now out. So I'm on the middle here, and I have ambient occlusion on with everything normal and evaluate transparency. And let's render this. Okay. Now we have a render time from 9 seconds here. And the next thing what I want to do is normally this glass has a height of about 15 centimeter, and then radius or diameter of 6 centimeter or 5, I don't know now, 6 centimeter thing. And in the ambient occlusion we have just a contact shadow on the floor here, nowhere else. So we don't need this 100 centimeter for the ambient occlusion. It would be more than enough with 1 centimeter. Let's go to 1 centimeter and render it again with everything the same, just with 1 centimeter for the ambient occlusion. And you see we have a render time of 5 seconds, but no change in the quality. Nothing changed. And now let's disable the ambient occlusion here and render it again. Render time of 2 seconds and look at the difference. Nothing. So we don't need ambient occlusion for this. But we will see when we do this socket now brighter, it looks like a little bit like it floats, but this we can, if we work then in the post work, if we do the post work, then it will be much better then. So let's make it now. Let's Yeah, let's make it brighter here. So the render settings are okay, and I think it wasn't okay from 9 seconds to 2 seconds. Okay, so let's deactivate the disk for the moment, the floor. The camera I do here up so I don't have to search it anymore. Deactivate the camera, deactivate the subdivision surface, go to our wine glass, to the bottom here, polygon mode, and wine glass, and select it. I for inner extrude, and we inner extrude this something like this. So, and just now with the polygon selected, just move this polygon a little up, not much, just a little. That should be enough. And now go back to with the camera, back with our disk, and back with our subdivision surface. And now let's render this. And you see it, how clear it is now. This was for before and this is after them. But I think I don't want this high. I don't know. I'll show you what I mean. Let's go back to our wine glass here, and I want to make this not so high here. So make an in the edge mode, make a loop selection, UL, or double click on it, and just drag it a little down here. So something like this. Here the same. I don't have to do this, but I think it looks better than render it. Yes. Yes, it's on you how you like it. Okay, now we have this clear. Let's make the same thing with our schnapps glass. So hide the wine glass, back with our schnapps glass. Make a new render region so that we render just the schnapps. Okay. Then we go back to our render settings and copy this render region here. So output, render region, this small arrow here, and copy. Okay. Now we can deactivate it here. This should render now just our schnapps glass. Let's see if we are right. Yes. And now out of our camera, disable the disk, disable our subdivision surface, go to the bottom here, schnapps glass, take this one, I for an inner extrude and something like this, and just drag it a little up. That should be okay. Here I'm okay with the height of this socket. So back with the camera, back with the disk, back with the subdivision surface, and render it. And you see we have a clear socket now. This is for this one. Now we make the Longdrinkglas and make this. We do the rough stripes in the Longdrinkglas. Hide our schnapps glass, go to the Longdrinkglas. Let's make a render region for this. So something like that. And copy this in the render settings, output, render region, this arrow, the small one, copy. Okay, this should give us our Longdrinkglas. Okay. Yes. Now I deactivate the subdivision surface, and I want just these stripes just where we have our fluid. So don't need it, the whole glass along just from here to somewhere here, but you can do it however you want. So go to Longdrinkglas, and I make just one loop cut, so K for knife, loop is okay, and make it around here, from around here. Then UL for loop selection in polygon mode, and now I make a selection tag. So here I take set selection, and here I have now my selection tag. It stores this selection. If you don't have it this in your toolbar here, just go to select and here set selection, that makes the same. Okay, now I make a new material, so I just copy this glass material here. Select the glass material, hold your control key and drag it on the side, double click it, and let's name this glass rough. And here we do nothing more than we make the glass rough. So blurriness about 15%, should be okay. And yeah, now what we want to make that we don't want to see it on the whole selection here. So what if we would take this now on the Longdrinkglas, and here is the selection tag selected, we have here a selection slot. Here we drag our selection tag into, so it's now just for this selection. It works just with this selection here. And what I want is here, I want cylindrical mapping. So I go to the selection, to the material here, go to cylindrical, and let's see how it looks with our texture here. And texture selected here. It's too big, of course, so let's right click on the material tag here and fit to object. Now it fits nice. And I want it just on our fluid, as I said, so just on this top thing here. So let's move this a little bit in the texture, activate it here. Take the move tool, and if you work with this texture mode here, I recommend to work with the axis tool here too. So just activate the axis, so you can better work with the texture here. Just drag it up a little bit, T for scale, and scale it down so we have it about here. That's okay. So the next, now I don't need it anymore to see, so deactivate the axis and go here. So the next one is yeah, I don't need the tiling here, so deactivate tiling. And if I render it now, this upper part should be blurry and the other things should be clear. So let's render this one time. Yeah, you see, that works. We have a blurry glass here and a clear glass here on the bottom. Let's activate our subdivision surface here. Okay, but now we want stripes, we want blurry stripes here. Or you like it like this, so you will see. And for these blurry stripes, we go to our texture here, just double click the texture. Go to the alpha channel. Here we need stripes, so we go to surface, checkerboard, and make here the hue frequently null, and here about, let's say 6 maybe, and you see we have stripes here. If you render this now, we should have stripes on our glass here. You see the stripes? Of course you can make more stripes if you want, or less, as you prefer. And let's say I do 10 for the moment. And what I want to do here is in the transparent channel, I give a little color, so I have a little more contrast, so you don't have to do this, but Let's see how it looks. I like it more as yeah, that looks better, I think. Okay, that's the stripes. And now let's render this whole thing with a fast render for the moment. Come on. So everything. No, I do a higher render. I pause this video but you don't realize it. So 1 second. So we have now here our render, and you see here with the glass it looks a little like it would flow a little bit because of these clear sockets now. But this will be better with a postwork, so let's make a little postwork. But I like this render, yes. Let's see, this was the render before the project file, and now we have this here with the stripes here and everything. I think it's better, yes. Okay, let's save this. One moment. Go here, file, save as, Photoshop 16-bit is okay. Okay, I save it on the desktop here. Classes tutorial is okay. Save it. Now let's go to Photoshop. Photoshop is too big here, so let's. That's okay for the moment. I should have done this before, but it's okay. So let's take this picture in here. Let's copy this layer here. We do the same now like in the tutorial before, but I want to show you that it will be better with the floor here. So let's copy this layer with Ctrl J, make a smart object out of it, go in the camera raw filter. Camera raw filter is a shortcut, Ctrl Shift A, clarity up, whoops, and you see this magic with the clarity, and it already looks much nicer, much better. Let's dehaze it a little bit, so something like this, more exposure. Okay, I do it here now a little faster because we did it in the last tutorial and I do exactly the same. So let's take all layers and make a new one out of it. So this is Ctrl Alt Shift E, make smart object and filter, Nik collection filter. Here, of course, we need this. I take the darken and lighten center. Just take it every time. That makes it's like kind of little vignette, but not really. So, yeah, this hinzufügen, what you see here, it means nothing more than add. So, okay, add, and maybe a little detail extractor. Not much, but this is too much, I think. Yeah, it depends how you like it. It doesn't look bad, so oh, I take, so but not so much. Let's say not so much. 10% should be enough. So and add another one. Here I do not so much now because as I said, we did it in the tutorial before. This one, yep, add the new one. I play a little with the Pro contrast here. Yep. Okay. I add a new one, or don't I need? No, I don't need a new one. That should be okay. It's just to show you now it doesn't float anymore, so it looks much better. And this is now the... But I think we are too sharp here, so let's go here and I deactivated the tile extractor. For this we have the smart objects, so we can every time go back and change something. So the detail extractor I don't need. And yeah, okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And this is now our picture. We have clear sockets here, we have the blurry stripes, and I hope you are satisfied with this now. And yeah, my next tutorial will come quite soon, I hope. I am not so busy at the moment, so I could do something more. If you have suggestions, questions, or whatever, just write me in the comments on Facebook or on my site. You can, if you have some wishes for some tutorials, just tell me. And yeah, that's it for now. And yeah, see you hopefully in the next tutorial. And I wish you a nice day, or evening, or afternoon, or whatever. And yeah, so see you hopefully very soon, and bye bye, tschüss und baba.